So basically, you're getting the money to buy the house and do the improvements, but it's all wrapped up in that zero down mortgage.
Hey guys, Sherri and Milynda. We are coming to you from 1541 Pastry and Coffees on Longbrier Drive, right behind Walmart and College Station. This is one of my favorite places to come and meet people. It's really nice. Nice coffee shop. They got a nice outside patio and good coffee and good pastries. So come by and check them out if you're in the area. But so today we're going to be talking about renovation loans. Yep. I keep wanting to call it construction loans, but renovation loans in conjunction with the VA loan. It's a great product. It's really amazing stuff. So tell us about the renovation loan and what that kind of might be good for.
It's a cool loan, and not a lot of lenders do it, so you may not have heard about it. And what it is it's not a construction loan. So think about, you found the perfect place, it's in the perfect location, it's perfect, but you'd like to make a few changes, or maybe you'd like to make significant changes to make it your own and make it work for you and your family. And the renovation loan is designed for you to buy a home, so it's a mortgage, plus add some improvements into that mortgage, all wrapped up into one loan, and then the work gets done right after closing.
Right. So with the VA loan, there are the minimum property requirements. These are extra things that an appraiser is going to kind of look for. It has to be safe, it has to be secure, and it has to be sanitary.
Right.
So this loan is good for if the house doesn't have all three of those things all covered. This loan is great for taking care of that. Especially if your seller doesn't have the money to, or does not agree to in the contract to fix some things that the appraiser is going to require for you to fix. So this is great for that. Or if you need some accessibility things done, some doors widened, or changes to bathrooms or countertops, cabinets, that kind of stuff. It's really good for those things.
It's you can really do a lot with it because it's up to $50,000 in addition to the purchase price of the house. So think of it as you could do everything from just, let's say, start with some basic cosmetic upgrades. You could paint, you could put in new appliances, you could update fixtures. You could take that all the way to you need a new air conditioning unit that the seller won't negotiate for, or you need a new roof that you need
foundation might need a little leveling.
So so there's a lot. There's a lot that you can do. You could put all new flooring in, rip out that old carpet, and put in some nice vinyl plank, something like that. You could do a lot to the house. You could tear down some walls. You could add walls. You could widen doorways for accessibility. All of that kind of thing you can do.
So what are some things that you cannot do with this $50,000?
You can't add a pool. You can't do like landscaping improvements. You can't add to the footprint of the house. So you can't add a room. Those would be some biggies. So think more about improving the existing home. Most anything to improve the existing home is going to be allowable.
So if there was space enough in an attic to make a room up there, that would be something
you could do that. You could finish out a garage.
Right. So you can change inside, you just can't add on the
outside. And if you get to a situation where there's really something unique, just call me and we'll look at it and see, this is absolutely a case-by-case loan we would customize.
So is this lumped into the mortgage over the 30 years then? It's just a bump up in the amount that you're getting on your loan for that.
So basically you're getting the money to buy the house and do the improvements, but it's all wrapped up in that zero down mortgage.
Right, and that's because the way the appraiser does things, right? With considering the repairs, they count it as if it's already been done.
Yeah, so you have to do a couple steps up front. So you have to decide, yep, this is the house, and here we want to do it, and here are the improvements we want to make. And you find your contractors, so you get to select your contractors and figure out what it's going to cost to do what you want to do, so that we know, how much to add to the loan. And then the appraiser appraises the house with all that work already done.
Yes.
So that's how we get to the loan amount.
So these have to be licensed contractors, right? People who do this for a living?
Yes, they have to meet whatever the local requirements are. It's not a DIY loan, so you can't do the work yourself. Even if you are a contractor, you'd have to find another contractor to work with.
Right, okay. Yeah. And who kind of monitors and supervises the work? Is that on the buyer, or is the lender kind of taking care of
That is another good thing about this process is we, the lender, have a whole renovation department. So after closing, your closing is totally normal. about 30 days. And then after closing, right after closing, the work starts. And then we are overseeing that, those contractors, making sure they're doing what they're supposed to do, and we are handling, paying them with the draws. So you do not have to become your own contractor. We
Right,
handle
right.
that.
And it's nice to kind of remove yourself from that too. That gives, you don't have to be the bad guy then.
Yeah.
You can go hang out and see what they're doing, and if there's something you don't like or something you want changed, if you're not comfortable saying that to the contractor, you can bring it through the bank, and
That's
they
right.
will kind of make those changes for you and do that negotiating
Yeah,
for
that's
you.
right.
So,
That's right. You are not overseeing the day-to-day process.
right. So like Milynda says, not every lender is doing this, so she's going to be the one you want to
Yep.
talk to about these kinds of loans. Is there anything else we need to consider on these renovation loans? Like,
I think it really opens up more properties.
yeah,
Especially
definitely.
if you want, let's say, there's a neighborhood that you love, but it's older homes. You love the big trees, you love the larger lots, but it's full of dated houses. This is a great opportunity to bring that house up to what you want it to be in the location you love.
It really is, and this is a great workaround for those minimum property requirement things that have, I know, have wrecked deals before. Like if the roof's not good and the seller won't fix it,
Yeah.
you wouldn't have been able to buy that house before. But with this loan,
Yeah, you can just
buy it and fix it.
switch to a reno, and we're good to go. And it would,
Yeah.
it once we're already pre-approved for the VA traditional mortgage, to switch to the reno is not a big deal.
Awesome sauce.
Yep.
That's good to have. What a great deal. I think the VA's done a lot of different things to kind of work with the veterans on issues that they were having before. Like they used to couldn't pay for the wood destroying insects, the pest inspection.
That's
and
right.
now they can do that. And then this whole compensation thing came up, and they made changes in that. So they're really coming a long way and pivoting with the times for the benefit of you veterans. And I think that's
to keep you as a competitive home buyer, and that they really are focused on that. And it's good to see.
Yeah, and they want you to have the best rates and the the best terms that you can get. So the VA loan is really a great product and definitely worth checking out. So
Yep, absolutely.
good. Well, we've got a few updates in the market. The statistics just came out again for the last month, and we've got some interesting numbers. The median price in College Station is down almost 5% at 4.8. The median price is $319. So surprising. This is like really the first time it's kind of come down since the pandemic, right? We've had this, like it was still going up, but not as fast. So now we're seeing kind of prices coming down just a little bit, and even all the way up to the kind of the luxury range. We're seeing, houses are not selling necessarily.
It's an interesting market.
Right. We're seeing a lot more negotiability. The list price to sale price ratio is, was at 100% or more, meaning that there was competition for those listings. But now there's a little bit of negotiation happening. Things are selling for a little bit less than asking. So.
I am definitely seeing more seller contributions than I have before. It's all, I think, helping. It's all good news for buyers.
Yeah, it kind of balances the market out a little bit better. It's still a seller's market in College Station. We only have 3.9 months of inventory, and balanced is more around 5 months, 5 to 6-ish, and then over that is a buyer's market. The active listings are up 27%, so that's good. It's spring.
It's that time of year, yeah.
Sales are up 7.3% so far, so I think that's going to get busier and busier because that's March numbers, so we're headed into the end of the school year. That's when people like to move. So days on market are up. They're at 99 right now on the average. So it's taking a little bit longer for things to happen. That happens in kind of a more balanced market. So I've been reading articles about, the new construction is sort of helping us to get to this more balanced place. It's not such a frenzy for the few houses that are available. There is more on the market that's available. There's more choice, and that makes it a little bit more negotiable. So it's all good. It's what's supposed to happen in the free market, right? And then in Bryan, the median price is up 1.8%, so that's good. Their median price is now at $285,000. Their closed sales for last month were up 9.5% over last year.
And listings way up.
Yeah, listings up 38.6%. There were 345 listed in March of 2025, and 92 sales in March. So things are going up and looking good. 4.8 months of inventory in
Little bit more
Bryan, so that's
inventory, yeah.
more towards a balanced market, a little more buyer friendly. Hey, bird. And then days on the market in Bryan are 121, so a little bit moving a little bit slower in Bryan, but it is what it is, you know. Then we're headed into spring and summer, so it's going to be busier and moving faster.
Yeah.
So, as far as the kind of price correction, I think we're not going to see any like crash or anything. It's not like a bubble that's going to burst or anything, but we do need a little bit of correction. I think prices have gotten just kind of out of control and out of hand. So
Yeah.
It's
For
good.
sure.
And also, Milynda and I didn't get to go to the Realtor Day in Austin, and they talked about increasing the homestead exemption. Right,
Yes.
there's a bill to propose anyway to increase the homestead exemption from 100,000 to 140,000. So that would be a really
So
nice.
hopefully that passes and gives us a little more relief too, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. And I had my first request today. The property tax appraisal value letters have started going out. So if you get that and you are shocked about your appraisal, give me a call or shoot me a message. I'm happy to do the market analysis for you, and I have some tips on helping you to protest your property tax appraisal value. And happy to do that. I help lots of people.
Well, I
every
may
year.
do that this year.
Yeah.
I may send you mine.
All right,
And see
we'll
what
get it
you
done.
say.
Yeah. It's a big flurry of activity for a couple months for us. We're doing all those CMAs, but and if it's not me, if you have a realtor that you like interest, get them to run it for you. They can do comps for you for property tax protesting. It is a little bit windy. Anyway, there's a surplus, and that's why they were looking at increasing that value. Some ungodly amount. Was it 12?
Oh, it's billions.
Billions of dollars.
It's billions of dollars.
That they have over what they need. So that's why they're looking at giving
Yeah.
us a little bit more in our homestead exemption. It's really nice. So it'd be nice if they'd lower the rates too, but
We'll take what we can get.
we take what we can get. All right. Well, if you have questions about the renovation loan in conjunction with the VA loan, holler at Milynda, and if you get your property tax appraisal value letter, give me a shout.
We would love to talk about either one.
Absolutely. We're here for you.